Jack Loggle, I'm the president of Innovative Castings, Dual Tech, and Innovative 3D, president with my wife, vice president, so I want to give her a little bit of kudos.
Hi, I'm Dave Claycamp. I'm the general manager here and I run the projects. I've been in the company for about 23 years now. I came up and talked to Jack. At the time, of course, just him. He didn't have any means to maybe pay me.
I can still remember like it was yesterday of saying, you know, I don't know how I'm going to pay you, but come on up.
And I said it didn't matter. I knew that was what I wanted to do.
And it seemed like from day one, we just kept getting better and better.
The first couple years, we were just doing the machining and the pattern making part of the projects, and we were sending our parts out to other foundries to get poured. And what we found was we couldn't do the speed of our project like we needed to, because with other foundries doing our projects, it might take 4 to 6 weeks longer, 10 weeks longer, and we wanted to have control of every aspect of the parts we make. So in 2002, we added the foundry.
I'm the pattern shop manager, Jeremy Clefman. I've been working with Jack and Sandy for over 18 years. We have been here lately on really complicated designs. We've been using 3D printed cores, and we've been able to take jobs that had 10 separate cores and get it down to one 3D printed core. So then we just cut the pattern in-house and have the cores 3D printed so we can really make some complicated castings really simple. After everything's designed, we go ahead and start programming the pattern and the core boxes. We have 7 CNC mills here. Custom tables on them that has dowels every 2 inches. That way everything's doweled. So if the customer comes back and wants to add a boss or change something, we can go right back on the mill, overlay their CAD file, insert that area out, insert the new detail and cut it in, no problem.
We can do parts that were made back in the 1930s off of old casting.
We have a lot of customers that come to us that they have an old part, but they don't have a CAD model. We have a handheld scanner that we can scan your part, then we can regenerate it and create a casting model off of it. Then we can cut a new pattern and produce you a new part.
We knew we were going to be needing more people and to grow. The first people we sought out was people we could trust. We knew what kind of work ethic they had. The first hire then was Brian, who actually runs our foundry now.
My name is Brian Claycamp. I am the foundry operations manager. Dual Tech is a no-bake foundry that produces prototype castings up to 1,000 piece orders. We produce a variety of different castings in aluminum, gray iron, and ductile iron. Dual Tech employs approximately 45 people in all departments combined.
We're all friends and family, and that's how our company actually grew the way it did.
I have been employed here for over 20 years.
I actually manage all 3 phases of what we do here. I work with the customers directly at the initial start of the project, and I follow their projects all the way through. So I'm the point of contact between the customer and their project. Our largest customers are going to be the diesel engine companies, but we also do a lot of large parts, small parts, for any customer that needs a ductile iron casting, a gray iron casting, aluminum casting. We can do all of those things.
And then we've also added, to complete our prototype cycle, we added additive manufacturing, where we're literally 3D printing metal parts.
As you walk into our shop, you're going to notice that we have some of the latest equipment out there.
We do try to keep up on technology to try to stay as competitive as we can be.
Jack is very good at reinvesting the money we have and putting it back into the shop and buying the latest and greatest equipment. You will not find a cleaner shop or more advanced equipment than what we have here at ICT. We can do everything that's needed to be done on the part from start to finish. We have a pattern shop, we have the foundry, we have the machine shop, and everything is in-house, so we have control over every aspect. So when customers call us, they like to be able to order a part and get it done from start to finish. They don't have to contact a foundry, contact a machine shop, contact a pattern shop. We do it all in-house.
My name is Terry Kennett. I'm the quality manager here at Innovative Casting Technologies, and I've been here for 16 years. The first thing we're going to do with the customer is we're going to sit down with them before we even start work on the part. We're going to go over the models, we're going to go over the prints with both their engineering department and their quality department, make sure we have everything squared away before we get going. We're going to lay out everything ahead of time, make sure we're all on the same page, and we can give the customer what they want. Whatever they give us, we can scan it and ensure that it's exactly what they want. No matter how intricate. The scanner is used in a lot of different industries. They use it on Indy 500 cars, on Formula One cars. They use it in a lot of aerospace, and we can take that and apply it to basically anything that the customer wants.
Seems like the scanning is going to be the wave of the future, that we're literally able to scan a part, put the GD&T in there, and then for final inspection. And then we also use the scanner to see if we have any tooling wear. If we've been running parts for a long time, maybe we're getting a little bit of wear. We can scan the part, do an overlay back to the original CAD file, to make sure that we're not slowly producing bad parts.
And we can also take new files, such as Pro E files or any kind of format that you might have, and then build brand new parts right off of your CAD file.
Probably 95% of our work is CAD file driven, where we take the CAD file and then we'll develop their part into a final product. Or we'll have some legacy parts. They might have some old parts that there is no CAD files for. We'll do complete reverse engineering with laser scanning and develop the CAD file for our customer.
Some of the things about ICT that our customers love is the fact that we're going to answer the phone as soon as they call. A lot of times we hear back from our customer that, thanks so much for getting back with us right away. And my thought is, well, I can't believe that you would even have to say that. You come to find out that there's a lot of other people that they try to deal with that doesn't take care of them. And that's not something that's going to happen here. We're going to take care of our customers. If you send me an email, you're going to hear a reply back within 10 minutes if I see that email, or at least within a couple hours. You're going to get a response from us right away. We've had several incidents where, a customer needs a part within a week. We've had one where a customer had to have a part in 2 days, and we were able to bring our guys in. I believe that was on Thanksgiving weekend. We worked Thanksgiving Day, we worked the day after to keep their machine up and running. And we get those kind of calls a lot.
I feel that by working with the customer, that makes your employees stronger. And actually getting to know the customer and have a little bit of pride in what your product does, and even finding out what does your product do. Is it going on a big generator? Is it going on an excavator? Is it going to be in a semi? Where is your product?
We can have parts done within 2 days if that's what it requires.
We have multiple machines. If a machine goes down, we can switch to another machine. We have dual spectrometers. We have dual equipment in the foundry that if one goes down, we can move to another one. Or what's even better is, even if we've got both of them running, we can check to make sure that the machines are working properly.
One other thing that we have here is what Jack likes to refer to as the hero room of castings. When a customer calls, we happen to have one on our shelf.
Your order consists of maybe 10 pieces, and the heat allowed us to pour 14 pieces. We'll go ahead and pour 14 pieces. The extra 4 pieces will be completely machined up and they'll be put on the shelf for a couple of years.
And the reason we do that is because we know you're probably going to come back and need something, and a lot of times it's I need it right now. And rather than have to wait, I actually have a part on the shelf and we can get that to you right away.
Probably 9 times out of 10, it seems like the customer's always calling back and saying, hey, you don't happen to have 2 or 3 more pieces of this part, and we do. So, that makes us stand out a little bit over our competitors.
Another unique thing we have here is we do have a classroom in our foundry. Engineering people can actually see the castings being poured. We can explain to them how their castings are being made, things that they don't actually learn in college.
These young engineers, most of them have never been in a foundry.
Customers can send them here and we can actually show them firsthand how their parts are being built and what it takes for their parts to be made.
It's free of charge. It's a one-day deal. We do complete classroom instruction in the morning, do lunch, and then we break up into groups and we literally get down onto the floor, not only to show them how hot the foundry is, but to show them what it takes to build their part. From start to finish, from the CAD model to doing the patterns and the tooling, bringing them over to the foundry, getting them poured, and then doing the final machining and then cleaning and then shipping.
We have probably 40 or 50 classes a year.
I'm Chris Beck. I've been at Innovative 3D for 3 years. I'm the operations manager. Innovative 3D is a additive job shop. Our primary focus is metal 3D printing. We also do plastic 3D printing, multi-axis machining, wire EDM work. We focus on several different industries, including aerospace, healthcare, defense, we do medical device work, automotive work, heavy duty diesel work, so we're kind of involved in a little bit of everything. The best part of my job is we are kind of on the front line of projects. So most of the parts that we look at are 3 to 6 years from market. We deal with a lot of parts that people don't know about that are existing, that are coming out, whether they're some type of hypersonic part, missile part, rocket part, fighter jet part, classified part. I mean, all those things flow through our shop. A lot of that stuff we build as a prototype and then setting it up for production in the future. Our machines are very unique. There's only a handful of companies in the country that have our capabilities to make the parts that we make. Innovative 3D, it's just another sector of the company.
Last year I was on a hunting trip and I met a gentleman, Clint Eastley from Revel Entertainment. He does videography work, and I thought what better way than to have them come here, you know, make a video for us so then we're able to bring our company to you. You know, since a lot of travel has been banned, people can't come visit. We know once a customer gets here, normally, you know, we'll do business with a customer that gets here. We do have the latest and greatest and all the equipment out there, and especially on the foundry side. You know, most foundries are dungeons, windows broke out, everything else. They're gonna see a first-class foundry here and a first-class machine shop. We hope in the interim that this video will work, you know, to show people what we can do here, but we also hope coming up here in the future when all of this lifts, that, you know, we can get folks to actually show up, see what we have going, and I really think they'll appreciate, you know, the work we can do and the people that we have here. One thing that, you know, I feel is real important is communication. Not only communication with the customer, you know, I feel it's strong to have communication with all your employees. We are at 100 employees now, so, you know, that's getting a little bit more difficult, and probably one of the most strenuous things on me is making sure that I get to know the last 20 people that were hired. But I feel it's key to know not only what your employee, but what is he going through? How was this kid's Little League baseball game? Just keeping that constant contact with your employees. And I feel that that works here for us just due to our turnover rate. You know, we've been in business 24 years and most of my employees have been here 15 plus years.
We're all friends and family that work here. We're all very close and we all count on each other.
You know, I don't do any micromanaging. I have people in place to do their job, you know, and they do it well.
A lot of our key personnel are actually very close friends, and we all know that if something needs to be done, we can count on one another to get it done. Whether it be a phone call on a weekend, 10 o'clock at night, on a holiday, if a customer needs something done, we know we can rely on each other to do that. And we all see each other after work too. So we're all very close-knit.
You know, our best compliment I think that we can get here at Innovative Castings is the next purchase order, because we really feel that we did it right the first time and that they'll continue to do business with us.
www.innovative-castings.com